Tell me which of these sound better. You spawn in staring out at the sun. The rays bounce off an ocean that feels endless from where you are. You're scared of what's behind, but still you must push into it. You're weary and alone. Luckily for you, you find a shotgun in the first house you loot. Security, you think. This will surely protect me versus what's in front. Now I'll be the one doing the shooting, not the one getting shot. I tip the scales. You check your map and see that there's a well up the road. As you're headed there, you see evidence of a player. Infected lay waste in the street. So you creep. And there they are. Helpless. Thirsty. Alone. Just like you. You approach behind them and tell them not to move. They move. You ruin their gear with your shot, so you head inland. Here, you find salvation. The food harvested here should last the rest of your mission. So you pull up DoorDash on your phone and order fast food. They had a 10% off coupon because you've used the service so much recently, they gave you a discount. And you think, sick, dude. That's gonna be good when it gets here. While you were cooking, you heard a heli crash, so you push out of the town in search of it. You're not the greatest at PvP, but you're not a slouch either. So you want the strong loot to carry you through the experience. Soon after, you realize you were being tracked by a pack of wolves. You bunker down, and you fight the dogs off with ease, leaving too much food for even you to carry with that giant backpack. Soon after, you're walking through the hills. You found peace. Finally. And then you died. Not a bad life. Too bad there was a sniper in the hills that had been tracking you since you shot them wolves. Damn. It's okay. You'll get them next time. Alright. Round 2. You log in after a long day of work. That morning, your dog pooped in the back seat of your car, and your boss got mad at you because someone else sucks at their job. You think, today, I'm gonna dominate. Vengeance will be had. Everyone on the server is gonna pay in blood. Then boom, you run up the coast and shotgun, burst house. This is a sign from the gods. They want this. They want this. For me, for all the shit I dealt with today, someone's going down. You run up the town to where I Survived tells you a well is. And there you see them, laying in the street, dead infected. You know what this means. Players. So you creep. Then there they are, vulnerable, alone. You sneak behind them. They must be new. It took them forever to realize. An easy one. As you stare down the barrel of your shotty, you think, it's too easy. Please don't shoot me. I'm new. My name is Duffy. Please, no, please, please. Pathetic. Weak, harmless. You wanted blood, but not like this. So you take him with you. You don't know too much, but still, you could teach him something. You show him how to hunt. You tell him about bloody hands and how to get the most meat from the hunt. You show him the ropes, the basics. Duffy thanks you almost too much, and soon after you find out Duffy's dog also shits in his car. Awesome, right? You cook up the meat and you realize it's more than enough for both of you. And you both eat till your white apple is shining. Duffy then explains that he just got the game. It was gifted to him actually by his cousin. And now his cousin is serving hard time for violent felonies. You say that sucks about the hard time, and you push to a nearby heli crash. Here, you can find some sick loot. And with every item you find, Duffy screams, "Sick, dude, that's sick! Sick, dude! Oh, sick, no way!" You both loot up, fight some infected, and head out. You're a force now, but together. A bound force. A friendship, faced with the elements. Soon, wolves attack. You and Duffy stand your ground and battle the wolves with ease. Duffy screams as the last one falls, "That was sick, dude!" And you push out of the barn. moving forward to a nearby military. As you roamed through the mountains, Duffy was telling you about his favorite YouTuber, the jogging dude Anthony, and then suddenly, your adventure came to an end. It looks like that same sniper followed you from the woods. Damn, man! As you stare into the deep abyss of a black screen, you wonder what Duffy was going through right now. Did he also meet the same fate? Or was he the Chad that we all knew he was deep down? We may never know. So I pose the question again. Which would you prefer? I recently made a video called What is the Goal of DayZ? The video simply explained in many words, there is no goal. It's up to you to determine where your personal joy sits within the game. Playing alone is fun, enthralling even. You don't have to share food or weapons. You never have to worry about someone else's well-being. You're responsible for one thing, your survival. And that is where we get to my second point. What if, instead of being alone, you were with someone, equal in a lot of ways but stronger in others, weaker in some areas but capable when needed? What if, instead of sitting at your computer alone, staring into an LED screen into the dark of night, searing the digital realm to your eyes, what if you did that while someone else also seared that digital realm into their eyes? Sure, you handled yourself fine in that first life, but the second life had so much more to it. So much more diversities, so many more memories to really sink in. It was unique, as it has to be, because Duffy is not always going to be Duffy. Sometimes Duffy will be a chick named Rebecca that thinks you sound like Andre the Giant, or someone named Jimothy who's got a stutter and a bunch of kids screaming in the background. You never know what you're going to get. The beauty of DayZ is in the interactions. The unique variable that is people in their most comfortable location, at their computer chair, in their home, and you get to peer through their monitor into their life for even a small moment. Now, when making friends, there is a lot to consider, and I've went into depth so many times about how to properly approach a situation when you run into someone in the wilds of DayZ, making sure there's cover between you, for example, always being unseen until you can diagnose their intent, and so on, so on, so on. The main thing I want to highlight here, though, is best described through a parable. Imagine this. You have a penny in your pocket. You just found it. And you're walking down the street and a very charming man asks you if you'd like to gamble. You normally don't, but the man is really friendly and you are compelled. After all, the penny that you have in your pocket you just found, and it doesn't mean much to you. You gamble and you lose. The penny now belongs to the man. But it doesn't bother you much because you didn't spend much energy to attain the penny. You wave goodbye to the man and you move onward down the street without a care at all. Now in the second version of the story, you have $100 in your pocket. You worked all week for this $100, and now that you have it, it feels truly amazing. And you see a man in the street. He seems nice, but the more he talks, the more you think he's just out to get what you have. And then sure enough, he explains he's doing a gambling game and asks if you want to play. You knew he was up to no good from the start, so you slap him in the face and continue walking down the street. When you're invested in what you have, you are naturally more defensive. You set up barriers to protect the thing that you value. And you're not always willing to step outside that comfort zone and risk what you've worked so hard to attain. It is the same in DayZ. The more time someone invests in their character, the less likely they are to risk it. They worked hard for that plate carrier M4 and MVG. Just like the person in the story worked hard for their $100. As a result, once we get gear, we are reasonably more defensive. This doesn't mean you can't make friends off the coast, but it does mean that the chance of you making friends is growing slimmer and slimmer the deeper you move away from the spawn areas. Simply put, the players that are at Northwest Airfield and the deep spots of the map have spent a lot of time and energy on that particular character, and they are less likely to risk all the hard work and effort they put into that character on someone that passes in the street. So instead, they see you and they shoot you. They don't talk, they KOS. And we, as a result, get angry about that and then look to KOS others, or even worse, uninstall the game. I've played the game for 6,000 hours at this point. I've had it since 2013. If I had done it all, I would have been bored many hours ago. But I'm not bored. It's quite the opposite. I'm having the time of my life. And it's because the variable of companions that I can make on my journey. If I only played one song on an instrument, it would become boring and stale quickly. When I learn different ways to play, it becomes a wonderland for me. I'm going to leave you with this quote from Christopher McCandless, a man who left everything behind in order to spend his time in the wild alone. He faced the elements much like you will in DayZ, and he found something at the end of his life. Happiness is only real when shared. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and be good to each other out there. Or don't.